Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello friends, welcome. I'm Mirza Atisham Beg, your quant educator, and today I'm going to discuss a very interesting topic. And the name, let me say, this is just a discussion about which exam is going to be the easiest one in the India. And what would be the criteria to solve or clear these examinations. You should remember that all the banking examinations has to be discussed in this topic. So let's see what is the easiest bank exams to crack in India. Let's go ahead. As you know, first of all, let me remind you that there are several banking examinations conducted by IBPS and SBI itself. Look at that. Every year, number of candidates apply for different bank exams depends upon the vacancies. Okay, so vacancies has to play a very important role. No government exams is easy to crack because all are fighting with nearly 1,000 candidates. I believe more than 1,000 candidates for one seat. Okay, and you need to work hard for any examination. You should remember that no exam is, first of all, you should remember that unless you work hard, you won't find any exam easier. So the basic criteria to get the examination is, to clear the examination is to work hard. You should know that. In India, SBI and IBPS, Institute of Banking Personnel Selection, are the bank exams recruitment bodies. It has started since 2011. So, and from there, IBPS was conducting of all the nationalized banks. Alright, so they are representing all the nationalized banks recruitment process. How can we, and SBI itself, sole, is recruiting by conducting the exams itself. Okay, so look at this. These are the examinations. IBPS PO, probationary officer or management trainee, specialist officer, and clerical. IBPS RRB. RRB is a regional rural bank. These are the two different examinations. Look, IBPS clerk, PO and SO, while IBPS RRB is also a different one. All right, how much different, I will elaborate you in the coming sheet. SBI PO, SBI SO, SBI clerk, RBI assistant, RBI officer grade B, RBI officer grade C, RBI office assistant Nabard. So we will discuss those examinations which comes frequently every year. All right, let's go ahead. First of all, let me remind you about the cutoff so you have a clear idea. Okay, look at this. IBPS PO, I have taken previous year cutoff. IBPS PO, the cutoff for IBPS PO was 59.75. All right, out of 100. And for SO, this goes beyond 181. All right. IBPS clerical, it ranges between 65 to 75 because every state has a different cutoff. All right. Similarly, it has happened with RRB, Regional Rural Bank. This cutoff belongs to PO and this cutoff belongs to the clerical, or you can say assistant. SBI PO, on the other hand, gives you 71 cutoff, while SBI clerk is around 70 to 75 because it also, again, the cutoff for every state has different. RBI officer grade B 122 in the phase 1. All right, and RBI's, this maximum marks is different. RBI officer assistant 85 to 90. So these are all the cutoffs. You should remember that. I believe the toughest exam to crack is RBI assistant. But we are talking about the easiest exam. We will come to that. Why toughest exam? Because when RBI announces its vacancies for assistant, or you can say for office assistant, it divided zone wise, and zone wise vacancies will become that, and the total vacancies will become split. All right, will be split into the zone wise, and then whichever zone has maximum number of candidates will be the toughest to crack. And I believe UP state has the toughest to crack because UP has two RBI zones, and one is in Kanpur and one is in Lucknow, and these two are very difficult to crack. You should remember that. And if vacancies comes down, the competition level raises because the population is very much The population is very high compared to the other states. So you should remember that I believe RBI office assistant is the toughest exam to crack at the moment. While RBI officer grade B will also be tougher because it has a different syllabus as well as a different purpose to conduct the examination. So these two examinations I believe are the toughest ones in India to crack at the moment. While we are talking about SBI PO and SBI clerk, look at that. SBI PO announces vacancies every year, and every year the cutoff is getting increased. All right, you should remember that. Why? Because it gives you higher pay compared to the nationalized banks. That means the competition will definitely be higher. Look at that. Even the students belongs to the CAT preparation will also sit in this examination. You should remember. Similar kind of things happen with SBI clerk as well. All right. So these two examinations will come after RBI, in my point of view. After that, most of the people will say that your RRB examination will be easier to crack, will be the easiest to crack. Let me remind you one thing. This cutoff is only for the two subjects, and that two subjects is quant and reasoning. I have taken the cutoff of a prelims. You should remember that. Okay. So only two subjects will generate the higher number of cutoffs. Why? Because most of the students scoring area are these two subjects. So it would be difficult for a normal candidate to crack this, because normal candidates wouldn't have a you can say that speed. All right. But when it comes to the IBPS examination of PO, or you can say when it comes to the examination for nationalized banks, all right, nationalized banks, then it becomes a bit tricky. As I have told you that PO has a cutoff of 59.75 while SO has 81. So SO has a different criteria and it has a different subject as well. While clerical exam, I believe, in my point of view, if you ask me, my point of view is that IBPS clerk is the easiest exam to crack. Why? Because you will see that the cutoff is ranges around 65 to 75, and the cutoff for mains will be between 40 to 50. You should remember that. Look, the IBPS clerical examinations cutoff will be kept in balance by the IBPS. Why? Because of a addition of a one subject, English. Most of the students doesn't know how to solve English in India, especially. That's why the cutoff has been less for English. In fact, when the restrictions were not there, most of the students try to spend as much time as they can on these two subjects, and these two subjects are quant and reasoning. While they were while they preferred to skip this section, section, because they don't want to indulge into this English subject, because they just wanted to clear the cutoff. Why? Because they know they are weak in this portion, so that means they spend majority of the time given to them on these two subjects. And that's why I'm telling you that IBPS RRB is also not easy to crack compared to clerical. But clerical will gives you an edge over English. Whoever got a slightly bit of edge on English will definitely overcome the cutoff and clear the exam easily. So in my point of view, I believe the clerical exam is the easiest for the aspirants to clear, but it's just a matter of learning the concept. All right. So that's my analysis about the easiest bank exams in India to crack. I hope you like that. If you like that, just subscribe this YouTube channel, and for free daily live RRB rank booster quiz, you can go to Entri app, install the Entri app, and give the daily live quiz at 10 a.m. We will give you 15 questions for 15 minutes. In fact, the link of this rank booster quiz will be given in the description of this video. All right, so that's it from my side, guys. If you like this session, share it, comment it, and subscribe this. Thank you.